Today is 20/26/05/12, 1914. The reason why I came here to this particular place in Virginia is because when they destroyed my credit by attacking me, when they kept me out of my home for years on end, and when they took my IDs, it made it very difficult for me to actually reestablish my IDs. So the ones that I kept being rejected. So I had a federal ID from Arizona. I had a passport that the back magnetic strip was ripped out of it in California. My credit cards and bank cards were taken by the government and not returned, even though they had no warrant to do so. My birth certificate was destroyed by them, and I still had my Social Security card, which I had ordered in Arizona, so it was newer, but now it's showing signs of being worn. So anyways, I went to the DMV here in Virginia, which is where I come from, the only place where I can get a birth certificate renewed. And I was able to get my birth certificate, but it took a lot to do, a lot of convincing, because I had a lot of stuff that I had on me. But the way they were speaking was not in a way in which they didn't want to look at information that verified who I am, but to try to get me not to get the IDs. So, and they kept asking me if I'm from this country. People at the DMV, they spoke like they weren't from this country or that they're from the first generation of this country. And Manassas is a lot like that, which is where the DMV is at, that I went to. So the first ID they were supposed to send, when I was processing for it, they kept changing the address on it. So when they would change the one thing that I kept pointing out was wrong, something else would be changed inside of the address. So I waited a month for that ID to show up, and they had said they had given me the receipt for it because I paid for it, and it didn't show. So I went back to the DMV, got information on how to check it online, and just checked it again because I had to have them resend. So that's one ID that's floating. This other ID, it's been almost 2 weeks and has not shown up. People here may be selling people's IDs that are U.S. citizens. Now, I'm an ex-top secret SCI, which means my background is so cleared as being an American that I was able to get a top secret clearance in my early 20s. Anyways, I currently have V2K trying to take over my speech. I'm trying to contend with them by using different ways to try to cloud or disrupt their transmission. This is for a basic ID. They wouldn't let me get a driver's license until I got the ID. Yet I was able to get the ID off the information I gave them, which means I should have been able to get a driver's license at that time. But this is what happens. They start taking your stuff and they human traffic you and take you hostage. Now, if they took my IDs and couldn't verify me to be a U.S. citizen, then they could deport me based on what my genealogy is. Now, I'm African American. Last name is Washington. My father's name is Washington. His father's name was Washington. Probably all the way back to the Washington slaves. Yet these people are able to take people's IDs and then say they're not actually from the country.